X-ray Delta 1, mission control. Roger, you're 2013. Sorry you fellows are having a bit of trouble. We are reviewing telemetry information in our major simulator and will advise. Roger, your plan to go EVA and replace.
What's up? What's going on?
How's it going, guys?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Stacker's Corner. I've got my good buddy Silver and Gold Stack Attack, and of course Nash from Pure Metals. How are you guys doing tonight?
Excellent, doing excellent. Thank you guys for having me back on. I've already said that, but wanted to make it loud and clear for everyone else. I appreciate you guys a lot.
Oh, we're happy to. Absolutely.
Wunderbar. Cool. Yep, so we may as well get it out of the way first.
There you go.
Nash, your platform is going to launch on officially Friday, assuming everything goes to plan.
We're on track, so we should have something Friday for everyone, which is excellent.
Yep. So you guys, if you haven't followed along, and for those who might log in later, Nash is co-creator or creator?
Depends on how you define creator, but I came up with the whole thing, so I would say creator. Yeah.
Okay. He's come up with a platform, an eBay type platform, not exactly like eBay, but with much lesser fees, and not the garden variety yard sale stuff you find on eBay. Strictly going to be dedicated to metals and currencies and bullion and whatnot. So it's we always talk about selling peer to peer. Now you'll have a chance to do it, but on a good platform.
Absolutely.
So we'll be launching Friday, we hope.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll be launching Friday.
Fantastic. Do you have a time yet, for Friday, or you going to do like an official announcement or anything like that on your channel when it launches, or how you going to go about doing that?
There'll definitely be an official announcement on the channel, email list, social medias, all that fun jazz. And the time's probably going to be about 9 a.m. So it'll be first thing in the morning. We'll be ready to go, and you'll be able to access it. You'll be able to access it at puremetals.com. Right now, that just takes you to the wait list. But if you sign up for the wait list, you'll get email updates about where we're at. And yeah, you'll be able to access the website live Friday morning about 9 a.m. at puremetals.com.
Fantastic. Yeah, I know there's a lot of folks, including myself, that are looking for it to go fully live. I've still got some more stuff I'm going to put up there. But, just the thing is being dedicated to metals and currency, basically the community style stuff, is going to make a big difference for a lot of folks. What kind of feedback have you been getting for your beta version?
Yeah, so everyone who's been on the beta version has been excellent. Everyone has given me little drops of feedback, which has been awesome. We've gotten feedback on really just like pretty much just functionality of the website and just things that are wrong, that just kind of need to be tweaked. And we've made pretty much all of those tweaks so far. Shout out FG for the FG Stacker for the we've been chatting back and forth all day today pretty much. And he saw something and we've pretty much resolved that so far. So thanks, FG.
Perfect.
But yeah, there's been multiple people that have come to me from the community here that I've let on early, and they've just been helpful just by dropping little breadcrumbs for us to fix things. And pretty much everyone I show the website to is really impressed with just how the marketplace integrates with the social features really well. So I think that's going to be a big success when it comes to just bringing people together and giving a spot for people to buy and sell on top of communicate about precious metals and things like that. So
terrific. Sounds like it's going pretty good. I do see that Raleigh Gold Coin Dealers is in the chat. What is going on, my friend? Good to see you. Hopefully I can come and see you in person in the next few weeks. But
how's it going, Lou?
I'm gonna open up a Q&A. If anybody has any questions for Nash, you can put it into the Q&A and he will get those done.
Yeah, if, during the stream, if you guys have any questions that come up, just kind of pop them in, and we'll answer them.
Absolutely.
I've also never told you guys that your intro is awesome. I love the intro and sitting here.
That was all Stack Attack. That was all Stack Attack.
Yeah, but I've seen it multiple times, but like sitting here live, and I've already sat through here once watching it live with you guys, but just watching it from here is just like, oh, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah, there might have been a beer involved in that one. I don't know.
how could you not? You know.
What happened to Silver Cigar Night? I don't know.
I have not looked at the medals even once today.
Whoa.
Well,
Silver's up a buck.
Gold took a tumble, so.
And gold took $100 tumble.
Gold took a little bit of a tumble.
Yep. But we'll be doing a market watch.
Yeah, we'll do a market watch here in a few minutes.
But I'm gonna look through the chat.
Well, let's see. I was gonna say let's say hello to everybody. Eli, what's up, brother? 7 Stacks, Brad, T-Bird, Snakebite, good to see you. Jim Thompson, always a pleasure. Humble, good to see you.
Always.
Showtime, what's up, brother? Who else?
I see Littlefoot's in here, an FG Stacker.
Littlefoot. I'm just scrolling down here. FG.
Steve Barnes, an OC Stacker. Good evening. Daka Stacker, what is up, Mr. Perth, Australia? Shawshank, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I believe this is the first time I've seen you. Gold Sniping Farmer, he's here with us as well.
Yep.
Have we missed anybody?
Joseph Lopez in the house.
Oh, there's Joe. And Buy Up Gold and Silver. How are you doing?
I see Sean in here. Sean's in the house.
It's my list for last week.
And of course, Lou from Raleigh Gold Coin Dealers. Welcome. And B and Becky has joined the chat. Welcome, Becky. MP is in the chat. Do we get ED Easy? Welcome.
AG just popped in. Hello.
AG.
Chris in Virginia. Showtime.
I think that's
all
everybody.
kinds of folks popping in. Yeah, 35 in here already. Y'all killing it. I do real quick. Last week, y'all know here, last several weeks we've been doing trivia every show. Last week, the first place winner still has not reached out to us and sent their shipping information. So make sure you send Stack Attack your shipping information so we can get your price sent out to you.
And we had a flub that we need to recognize from last week from the trivia. Somebody got one before. It didn't make a difference in the final standing, but they deserve credit for getting a really hard question.
Yep. I've got that down here.
Razbabo, what's up? Jonathan Snyder, how you doing? Good evening.
Yes, it was Nanook. Nanook had gotten one of the questions right last night that we gave the credit to somebody else. We do apologize. It didn't change the standing for the outcome of who won, but yes, Nanook, you did get one first, and we missed that, and we do apologize for it. Jim Thompson, $10 super chat, dude. Stamp fun, paying for some shipping.
That's sweet.
Thank you kindly, brother. Much appreciated. Yep, and we are going to be doing trivia tonight. We do, and we have some tiebreaker questions ready to go. How many did you come up with, dude?
I've got 6. I got 5 and a bonus.
I've got 12.
12.
Loaded up on the questions this evening.
I'm good for this week and next week.
I was going to say, save them. Save them in case we need them. We got a jam-packed show tonight, guys. We've got Nash from Pure Metals. Going to talk a little bit about him. We've got Market Watch. We're going to go over some crazy stuff going on in the markets. I've got a video for you, a FAFO video. If you're not sure what FAFO is, it's effed around and found out. That's going to be fun. Brian, that music is loud, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
How's that?
That's
all right. We're
better.
starting to get some questions coming in the Q&A, so let me know when you're done, and I will fire off on those.
Yep. No, we're gonna hit all that stuff here in the course of an hour. Right.
A little bit over, I'm sure.
We say it's an hour, but you guys are going to enjoy the FAFO video. It cracks me up. This is a good one. It's a smash and grab at a
Which
jewelry
video?
store. I'm
Oh,
going to show a
okay.
video tonight. We're going to have a little
Okay,
fun
cool.
with that one.
You didn't tell me about that.
No, I just added it.
I like surprises. Let's see.
This guy
Jim Thompson had a
definitely,
question for you, Nash.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
He said-
If you got questions, let's go ahead and get them.
Let's
Well,
do
Jim
it.
Thompson is asking, collectibles will be listed, slab coins and such. So is there basically, I think he's asking, is there going to be any limitations to the collectibles that can be listed?
As long as it's silver, gold, copper, or like just coinage or currency. As long as it falls within that requirement, we're happy.
Now, what if, here's a quick question that just popped into my head.
Yeah.
Since there's no way to really control what somebody posts up, when they do post something up, are y'all going to give them a warning to take it down, or are you just going to take it down immediately?
Just
If
take
they
it
put
down
something up
immediately.
that's like if somebody puts up a pair of shoes or something.
Yeah, we would just take that down immediately. There
Okay.
won't be any question about that.
Good deal. Littlefoot, I think this is an all-around question. He's got 3 questions in here. He says, why do we, Stack Attack, let's send this one to you. Why do we refer to constitutional as junk silver?
Because for the longest time, it was considered inferior. It was inferior silver. It was cheap. Nobody wanted it. And very few, it wasn't, it didn't enjoy the popularity that it has today. So being considered, quote unquote, inferior, they called it junk silver. But that perception has changed now, for sure.
Yep.
Premiums are up on it. A lot of people have realized the value in constitutional, 90%. And I don't think you can call it junk silver anymore. And I consider it the ultimate in fractional silver, above all, and everything else. It's the best fractional silver out there.
I agree.
I would agree with you.
So yeah, that's kind of where it came from. Yeah, it's kind of where it came from. It's considered inferior.
See, we've had a few more folks pop in. Concurring Lion has come in. L is here.
Deneen.
And
L's
there's
here,
Kevin Hawthorne. Deneen's here. Space Miner has popped in. Good to see y'all. All right, let's see. He's also asked, do you think we will hit $100 an ounce for silver by 2030? I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so.
A lot has to happen for that.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. It's always nice to think about.
I think we'd
our
lose
silver, but
yeah, but if it's $100, what does that mean?
But you got to think of, you got to think about what it does to the economy, how bad it is to make that happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless the only way that's going to correct is if the ratio finally comes down, and silver realizes, is finally realized for what it's worth. It's undervalued. You can just look at the GSR and tell that it's way undervalued. And for what it's being pulled out of the ground, I mean, I don't know that we'll see 100, but if you have to imagine now, if it goes to 100, what's that going to do to industry? All the industries that use it, that means all that stuff's going to go up. Production is going to go way up. That cost has to get passed on to somebody, and that's us.
Think about the computer, the iPhone you're on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all unrecoverable. Nobody recovers the silver. Yep, silver gets thrown out once it's used up in products. It gets thrown out. It's very rarely recovered. Gold is the opposite. More people try to recover gold out of products than silver. So that's a tough call. 20. That's what, 4.5 years? I don't think so.
Ooh, we're getting a bunch of questions coming in. Let's see. Joseph Lopez. All right, this is a long one here. It says, I am wondering, how do you deal with people pushing gold on people? It's been causing me to have food insecurity on your site because people will show up on your site and pressure people to buy gold. We'll have to figure out the context of the question.
Well, I interacted with Joseph on that very question just before
Okay, fire away.
we went live. So Joseph feels under pressure because he's being pressured. You got to buy gold. You have to buy gold. You're going to get left behind if you don't buy gold. You have
Okay,
to buy
okay, like a
metals. You have to
pumper,
do this yet.
a gold pumper.
That right. Here's the inherent problem with pumper channels. They're getting paid to pump that stuff. Bottom line, they're getting paid to do it. They have sponsors to feed. So here's the bottom line. And I've told this, I usually say this in quite a few of my videos. You have to stack, you have to set up your plan, your budget, and stick to it. You don't listen to what anybody else on YouTube is doing. Me, Nash, Yankee, I don't care if it's Dragons. You don't go by what you see on YouTube. You set up your plan within your means and your budget, and you stick to it. And you know what? Right. You're still above 98% of the rest of the population in the United States if you're stacking an ounce a week. So silver, not gold. Gold you should get as you can afford it. And if you can't afford gold, don't put yourself on the precipice trying to bust the bank to get it or go into debt. Can't do that. Yep. It's not worth it.
No.
So you can't feel under pressure, Joseph. Don't let them get to you. You got a great brain up there. I know you do.
Joseph, maybe take a break from YouTube for a day or so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, that's actually a wise choice. In fact, this last week, I haven't watched much of anything on YouTube. I pulled back for a little bit and let my brain reset.
Sometimes you really have to, man. All the social platforms are designed to hit your dopamine receptors. You know what I mean? So
yep, that's right.
Just keep on bringing you back and back and back. And sometimes you just need a break.
100%.
Eli had a good question. He said,
Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm not looking in our regular chat. I'm looking at the question. So, yep, fire away.
I'm looking at this one here. It just popped up at me. Anyone thinking of swapping out an ounce of gold for 105 ounces of silver? My answer to that is absolutely not. I'm not trading gold for silver, and here's why. There's going to come a point in time where gold might come down again, and then if you've got all this silver price comes down, it's just not, to me, it's not worth it. I know you can make something off of it, but how much in the end? Is it really worth it? So, and then you got more silver to carry on. You got another 105 ounces to store. So it really depends on what you're doing and what your thoughts are. I wouldn't do it personally. I'm not trading gold for silver.
It all depends if you just like playing the GSR, because some people do it for the purpose of later on trading it back into gold. But sometimes it can take years for that move to happen. So it's just is your tolerance and patience going to be able to hold out if that's what you're thinking about doing? Mine, it wouldn't. And that's why I'm keeping my gold. Plus, I don't have that much. I've barely got over 2 ounces. So somebody that's got 100 ounces of gold, maybe, I mean, they can play around with it. I don't have enough, so I'm keeping what I got.
Absolutely. If you've got a high amount of gold, then by all means, it's a good play. But if you're under 10 ounces, I wouldn't do it. That's just me. That's just me personally.
I agree.
Look, I just had a notification to give Nanook credit for the. I didn't want to forget. Littlefoot says, would you trade a 10th ounce of gold for 10 silver rounds, or the other way around? 10 silver rounds for a 10th ounce of gold.
Again, there is no answer to that.
Depending on the gold coin,
based on each individual.
Yeah. Depending on the gold coin, the gold actually could be worth a little bit more, but if you just go basic for basic, you're about the same value there. It's just a matter of, because I've done that. I've swapped out a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver to gold in a small amount, but I only did it because the dealer needed some silver for his case. So
I did the same, if you recall.
I did it with a small amount. You did it with a big amount.
It wasn't that much.
But me, I wouldn't go either way unless either one, I just really like the gold coin that was for trade, or the other way around, I really, really like the silver, but I'm definitely not going to go that route. I'm keeping all the gold that I have. So,
I mean, if you've got a crap ton of silver and you really like the 1/10, go for it.
Yeah. That's how I got my sovereign.
if you get an equal value, go for it. I mean, but again, that's nothing we can answer. That's strictly up to, each individual stacker. That's nothing we could say, hey, yeah, go for it. That's a great deal. Just can't.
It's really all personal preference.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on that, Nash?
I don't really try to do a whole lot of trading. What I did do recently is I had a lot of 1/10 gold. So I kind of tried to trade some of the 1/10 gold into maybe a bigger piece of gold. And I actually just got some some pre-33 gold out of that deal. So
there you go.
I just try to just to have less little 1/10 coins floating around. That was my goal, but I'm not really trading a whole lot of gold to silver or silver to gold. I tend to buy what I buy and I just hold it until I need to sell it. So
there you go. Let's see. Chris in Virginia.
There was a question about for Nash. He's saying, how long will the auctions run for? 7 days?
7 days is the max length on an auction, but you can also run it for I want to say it's either 3 or 6 hours. So you can do a short auction or you can do anything in between 6 hours and 7 days.
There you go.
All right. Here's one for you, Nash.
There you go, Luke.
You got a question from Lou?
No, that was his question.
Oh, okay. Chris in Virginia is asking, you may have covered this, but I'm mostly a seller. Is there going to be a sign up at the time on the site when the site launches? And number 2, what are the payment options going to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So the moment the website goes live, you'll be able to sign up. You first sign up on the website. That makes your account, and that automatically makes you a buyer. And then at the top of the page, there'll be a button that says Become a Seller. You click on that. You go through the verification steps, and you get unlocked to be a seller, and you can start listing. And for different types of payments, we're going to be doing credit, debit card, ACH bank transfer, Klarna, which is like a buy now, pay later service, and Cash App Pay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, all of that jazz.
Okay. FG Stacker he's saying under shipping profiles. Now he's already has an account on the beta version.
Yep.
Under shipping profiles, there is a custom box, but no custom padded envelopes. Can y'all make that an option?
Absolutely. Yeah. That should already be on there. We've already that's already on our wheelhouse, so that will be added here before we launch.
Fantastic. Jim, he just went through all the payment options. He was just asking, have they all been established like PayPal and such, but you just went through all that. Littlefoot says, sorry for the volume of questions. That's all right. That's what we're here for. Does anyone know if all the robots that are being manufactured by Tesla and Unitree and what have you, are they using silver contacts? They're definitely using everything electronics. They're using silver for the contacts and stuff like that because it's the best conductor. But I don't know anything about those robots. I've seen them before, but I don't know any of the details.
Yeah, and there's always the doozy of there's 500 ounces in one cruise missile. Let's not forget that one.
All right, last question we have in here right now. Chris,
somebody
Virginia
started
says,
that.
Questions for buyers. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that cruise missile thing with 500 ounces that caught fire and it just ran rampant. It's not true.
Yeah, because it wasn't true. In fact, I saw somebody was talking about that. An official was like 15 grams, I think, is what's used in one.
I've heard anywhere from 1 to 10, anywhere between 1 and 12 ounces, somewhere in there. Obviously, the Department of Defense doesn't say, "Yeah, we have this."
Yeah, they're not going to give the exact numbers. Chris is saying, same question for buyers. Sign up at the time when the site becomes live.
Yep, the moment you make an account on Pure Metals, you're automatically a buyer. And to become a seller, you do have to sign up kind of again. It's like kind of a second round of questions, and then you do your identity verification and all that jazz.
Well, that's a good
Yeah.
question too.
And,
How are y'all going to go about doing the identity verifications?
Yep. So we partner with Stripe, which is a globally known payment processor identity verification service, and they have a bunch of things. So our entire platform, when it comes to payment processing and anything like confidential information like that, is all handled by Stripe. We actually don't store any of that information. We don't store your credit. We don't store your credit card number. We don't store your bank account details. We don't store your social security number. We don't have access. Well, we have minor access to that, but we can't like see your social security number. But we can see your we can make sure that you're a legit person. They give us the tools to do that, and that's all stored on, not on our platform. That's all stored on our payment processor, Stripe. And Stripe, you can just Google them. Literally almost every company when it comes to like marketplaces use Stripe. Yeah. A bunch of them. And then a lot of people in between too. A lot of companies, just e-commerce companies in general, just use Stripe for like their checkout and things like that. So what happens is you come onto our website, you become a seller. It immediately prompts you to take a picture of your ID or passport, and then it asks you to take a selfie. And that verifies you through Stripe's algorithms. And then to receive your payment, you do have to fill out like your full name, if you're a business, your business name, if your social security number or your EIN tax number, and then your address and things like that. All basic, KYC verification. Know your customer is what KYC means. Know your customer verification, pretty much just like any other platform would do.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Elle, thank you for putting Pure Metal's link in the chat. And we've had a couple things. MP68 has gifted 5 channel memberships. Appreciate that very much. And Chris in Virginia has signed up to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are freaking amazing. Joseph Lopez is asking, how would you deal if pumper channels go on your site and start pumping gold onto people because I have food insecurity now? So I know you do have a social aspect built into Pure Metals.
Yeah.
So how would you deal with stuff like that?
So anyone that's kind of spreading misinformation, in my opinion, and I kind of do believe that the pumper channels are kind of spreading misinformation. I'm sure they have some accurate things to say. I'm sure we've all said things that aren't 100% accurate. That's just kind of life. But someone intentionally coming on the platform and causing, just like insecurity, obviously, I mean, that's not really cool in my opinion. And personally, if you're coming on here spreading misinformation, I'll ban you personally from the platform.
There you go.
And but a lot of that is also kind of, in my opinion, it's like it's here or there, because some people might think that's awesome, some people might think that's not awesome. So I'm sure, just like anywhere on the internet, you're going to find things that you don't necessarily agree with. And thankfully, you can block people on our platform. So if you see someone you don't like, you can block them. If you see something that they're doing wrong and you think is against our terms of service and our community guidelines or illegal, you can also report that person right on our platform too, and that sends a ping to me and our customer service team, and we take a look at it.
3D Woodwork says, do you need a business license to be a seller?
No, you can sell personally as an individual. Nope, that is not required.
Good deal. Let's see. What steps do you take to safeguard account access and I guess it's P2 or PII?
Personal identity, maybe?
Yeah.
Personal information, something like that.
So how are you safeguarding people's personal information stuff?
Yeah, so all of your personal information, like your social security number, your bank account information, your picture of your ID, all of that related information is stored securely on our payment processor, Stripe. So we actually don't handle any of the super critical information. Pretty much what we're handling data-wise is your username, your email address, your phone number, your physical address. Pretty much everything you just kind of provide us to make like a basic account on any platform. And we have done tons of security vulnerability testing throughout our website to see what information is being leaked, and we fixed all of that. And we're using a very modern database. I'm not going to go super technical with that, but we're using a very modern database that has a lot of security features built into it. On top of that, basic things like SSL encryption. That's really standard across the internet nowadays. Your account, you can enable two-factor authentication. So let's say your password is compromised on the internet somewhere. If you enable two-factor authentication, they can't just come log in as you. On top of that, kind of just like anti-fraud things, Stripe has a bunch of anti-fraud protection built in to verify credit card details. You have to have like a real address on file to buy or sell on our website. So you can't just type in a fake address or like a drop ship address or something along those lines. Phone number verification at sign up, email verification at sign up, just to kind of make sure you're a legit user. We also have our reputation systems. So you can kind of see if an individual on the platform is a trustworthy user. If they've made sales, you can see their their star rating. You can also see how active someone is on the platform with medal points. And when the platform gets launched, you'll definitely see way more about that. So we have a lot of different things in place to safeguard people's information. And we partner with leading companies in this field to really make sure that, your information is safe.
That was a lot, dude.
Yeah. Oh, can you tell I've only been doing it for 6 months, man?
Yeah. Becky says, I have found you to be very responsive, and she's appreciative.
What did Becky say? Yes. I appreciate that, Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do try to be as responsive as possible. If you send me an email or a text message, I do try to hit back pretty quick. Yeah. Thanks, Becky.
Stack Attack, you want to chime in on anything, brother?
Littlefoot was asking about the launch date. It's this Friday at 0900 hours. Correct?
So it's going to be 9 a.m. Is that Eastern
time?
What
did I say? 0900? 09.
Yeah, you said 0900. That's 9 a.m. Mr. Military Man right there.
It never goes away. It never goes away.
So we are caught up on the questions in the Q&A, and I haven't seen any new ones in the chat. We are at 9 o'clock. Stack Attack, what do you think about the Market Watch, brother?
Yep, let's go ahead and launch that real quick. So today's date is the 23rd of April, 2025. So right now, silver's at 33.56, and that's up 75 cents from the last time we met. Gold is actually down $39 from last week to 33.08. Platinum is up $2, really making moves there. 973 an ounce. Palladium dropped $8 to 924. Today's gold to silver ratio is 98-1. It dropped a little bit.
Yeah, it dropped quite a bit.
Yep. If we're going to look at stock exchange indices, U.S. and Canadian markets are all up, and Asian markets are down. For the crypto bugs out there, Bitcoin is up $9,000, making a comeback. It's at 93,000. Ethereum is 1794. That's up $200 from last week. Binance is up a little bit, 605. XRP is at 222, $2.22. Doge is 18. Algo is 21 cents. And that is your market watch for the day.
I'm not sure if I've ever asked you guys this, but do you guys do a lot of crypto?
A little bit.
Little
bitty bit.
Yep. I've been dabbling in it. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been dabbling in it. Started with Bitcoin, launched into some altcoins. Just had some fun with it. Built up a little bit.
Yeah, that's all I have is some altcoins, but I really don't buy. I just kind of been holding the same stuff for a while. And I'll leave it sit there and we'll check it when I retire.
My cold wallet's just been sitting locked up. Seriously.
I'm happy to hear you have a cold wallet. That was kind of going to be my next question. That's good to hear.
I do have a cold wallet. I need to transfer some more stuff to it because I have bought some XRP in the last year that I need to move over to it.
I don't keep anything on the exchanges at all.
Yep.
I don't trust those at all either.
Nanook is coming in.
And I have to correct myself. I said cruise missile. I did mean tomahawk. It's tomahawk missiles. They said had 500 ounces of silver. Wasn't cruise missiles.
Yeah, that was. I always hated hearing folks say that.
So many people bought into it, though. They actually believed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tons of people. I saw that everywhere.
I forget who started that. It wasn't Sprott. It was one of those big time pumpers. I forget who it was, but it came from him.
Was it the guy that started his own altcoin, his cryptocurrency?
I don't think so.
No. Do you know about him?
Haven't a few people done that?
I don't know.
Well, it's Unicorn Fart Dust, I think is what it's called.
Fart coins.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Lord.
literally.
The OTG coin is going to the moon. Yes, sir.
I never even heard of that one.
He says if
Well,
you have
that's
a
OTG.
cold wallet, make sure you back up your private key in multiple places.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
You ever
100%.
forget that key, you can just throw that cold wallet away because it's no more good.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Haven't had any more questions come in. Let's see. Nan, what is up? If they said 500 ounces of copper, that might have been believable. Like he's probably talking. They're probably talking about the missiles. Good old Ron that threw everyone to the curb. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Ash will return. Oh, so
What's up, Vegas?
Well, hey, Vegas. What is going on, dude? How are you?
Shout out Vegas. What's up, Vegas?
Farmer Stacker just popped in too. You know, Vegas is the first person to even mention pure metals to me. That's how I found out about you, was through Vegas.
Yeah, no, Vegas is an OG, frankly. When I first started all of this, I emailed probably about 20 to 30 YouTubers, and that wasn't part of you, my silver journey. I didn't know about you at that time. No, I didn't know about you at the time. So
He made the list.
Vegas made the list somehow. It was honestly quite random, but Vegas made the list, and he was super, super kind to give me a chance and talk with the community. So, and he also gave a lot of insight. Speaking of people who gave insight about how the platform should work, he definitely gave a lot. So,
yeah.
What was this?
Vegas
What was the
was
list
really nice.
I was talking about?
Didn't you get a?
What's
Didn't you
this
get an
list we're
email
talking
when he first started promoting pure metals? He emailed some YouTubers. Didn't you get an email from him?
I did.
Or did you not? I know you did. Yeah, I know. Vegas Stacker is the one that brought it up to me. I was like, I didn't make the list, but I'd like to check it out. Sounds awesome.
well,
I
definitely appreciate you guys I appreciate everyone honestly in the community, because without you guys, this ain't gonna happen. Simple as that. So, it really does mean a lot to me that there has been over 3,000 people to sign up for the wait list. There's 30,000 followers on Facebook, which is crazy.
Your Facebook has blown up, dude.
It really has. And funny story, real quick. We were posting on like Instagram, and I didn't realize that my Instagram was linked to the Facebook page. And all of a sudden, my friend, my friend that I know in real life here, he sent me a text, and he was like, "Do you know your Facebook page has like 30,000, or like I think at the time it was like 20,000 or something? Do you know if your Facebook page has 20,000 followers?" I'm like, "No." And I go look, and it's like, oh my god, I didn't realize it was all cross posting, so it was kind of unexpected. But
Holy
very
smokes.
grateful.
Well, that worked
What's
out quite
Facebook?
well.
What's Facebook?
I only have an account because of work. And then I made one for my silver journey because everybody was bugging me for one, but I can't remember the last time I looked at it.
Yeah,
I can't
I don't do a lot of Facebook either. Yeah, I don't necessarily do a lot of Facebook either. All of my social media, for the most part, is I do personal YouTube. I do watch videos for personal on YouTube. But everything else, I don't really I just do for business primarily.
Stacker Man, welcome to the chat, brother. How you doing? Becky is saying, is there live selling on Pure Metals?
So we've toyed around with the idea of trying to have that done before launch, but it's just not going to be feasible for us. So that is something that we're like halfway done implementing, though. So it's something that, especially if we do really well the first week or so, that's going to be one of the first things the first new feature that comes
in the works. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We got a new question in the question section from FG Stacker. He says, I've had a couple eBay auction wins canceled due to out of stock on a unique item. Are sellers on Pure Metals allowed to cancel sales?
They are, but they get some negative feedback for that. So if you do that, if you do it at all, your reputation goes down on the platform, and that's done by the medal points. And frankly, if you do that consistently over and over and over again, and we see that, and people are complaining about that, then you'll probably be disqualified from selling on the platform as a whole. But people mess up. People mess up. Things happen. That's buyer and seller side. So you do have to give the option to have that. To allow people to cancel. And as a buyer, you can also cancel your order up until the point the shipping label has been generated. So once the shipping label has been generated, it's you can't cancel. Pretty much all sales are considered final on the platform, though. Overall,
Eli wants to know what your Facebook. What is your Facebook?
Pure Metals. Check it out. Drop a like.
Let's see. The feedback and medal points will help the community monitor the platform and help police each other. That is absolutely correct.
Yes, 100%. And that's also on top of that the reporting feature, so you can report listings, report users, report social feed posts. So definitely part of it is going to be community driven, support when it comes to. Just kind of making sure that weird stuff isn't being sold on the platform, scammers, things like that. So that's part of it.
All right. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas is asking, do y'all whatnot?
Do y'all whatnot? I am familiar with whatnot for sure. Yeah. I just to be honest, I mean. I have bought and I have sold on whatnot before. So yeah, I have done whatnot.
I've looked around up there. I've never bought or sold anything on there.
Really?
What about you, Stack Attack?
I don't touch it.
That's fair.
My problem is auctions, man. I can get myself in trouble with auctions. So.
Oh, dude. I think whatnot is genius for what they've
get me the most.
Yeah, I think they're genius for what they're doing, because it's almost like it's the dopamine thing again, You see that live auction go and it's like, oh, swipe, swipe, swipe. And it's really rather addicting. I have gotten myself not in too much trouble, but to the point where like, oh, I need to stop. Yeah, that has happened before. Yep. And I think they designed it on purpose like that. So
I'm sure.
Are you accepting all precious metals? Mostly asking about PGMs. That's from Space Miner.
I guess I'm not familiar with what a PGM is.
Well, okay, just fall back to the rest of the question. Are you accepting any and all precious metals?
Yeah, as long as it's silver, gold, platinum, palladium, I guess even rhodium, but we don't have a category for that. Currency, base metals, as long as it's coinage. So yeah, as long as it falls within that realm. Yes, correct.
So you're saying you don't have an unobtainium category?
No. But if someone wants to sell that, then that we can add it. Not hard.
Oh, PGMs, platinum group metals. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, platinum is allowed to be sold. Yep.
All right. Well, we are completely caught up on the questions.
I can see whatnot breaking people's budgets. Oh, I'm sure it does on a daily basis.
All right, you guys ready to have a little fun?
Not osmium?
Osmium.
You
guys ready to have a little bit of fun here with this video?
Oh, yeah. Fire away, brother.
Let's see if I can remember how to just present, right?
Yep, just do the present and it'll pop up like somebody's in the green room.
Let's see. Can you guys see this?
Well, you got to hit the present, and here it is. All right, now we can.
Yep.
All right, here you go.
This morning, dramatic smash and grab video showing small business owners turning the tables on this alleged thief, beating and chasing him out of their beloved family store. Watch as the suspect enters Mezza's jewelry store in El Monte Saturday afternoon, hooded, masked, and holding a box. The family says he bear sprayed all the employees.
Scared because, you know, this guy was really big and tall. So I was like, he might hurt my family.
Then he say he smashed this case, filling his box with 70 grand worth of jewelry as they tackle and punch him. This video showing the father beating the suspect with a bat, their nearly 70-year-old uncle ripping off his shirt, sending him running down the street, pulling up his pants as employees. Family says he did not make it out with anything, but threatened them as he left. This attempted robbery following a string of smash and grabs around the country. Thieves making off with $100,000 from this California mall just last month.
They are overwhelming the employees and the security.
Look at that, dude.
Dude, he ended up running down the street half naked. Oh, that is wild.
That was classic Fafo right there. Bear spray.
Yeah,
You mean we just bear sprayed him? What the hell?
People get desperate, man, and I think you can just go out to your local city and see that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Not that bad, obviously, but you know, people get desperate. They do crazy things like that, and they just try to take advantage of you.
Well, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Littlefoot's asking, am I insane for thinking about buying a 2024 New Bigfoot coin, 1 ounce? 1 ounce silver, $150.
Oh,
That's painful. That's definitely not stacking. That's collecting. That's pure collecting.
It's whatever it means to you, I guess.
If you can afford it and you love it, then why not?
I mean, I reward myself all the time with a little buy here and there. So if it means that much to you, then by all means.
If it's something that keeps you interested in what you're doing, it keeps you focused on your stack, keeps you wanting to buy more, you got to give yourself a little ice cream cone every now and then.
Of course.
Sure. Because let's face it, stacking is mundane. It gets very boring sometimes buying the same old stuff, stacking for weight.
Yep.
So it is what it is. That's a purely a personal choice. But and MSJ's been with me when I've made some of these purchases. I've been there. I've done it.
I watched one of those happen too myself, actually.
What's up, Kraken?
Kraken.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got a coin, one of the Kookaburras that I bought. Not part of the series, but part of just a Kookaburra coin that I found. And it was like $200 for a 2 ounce coin.
Georgie,
I mean,
send a Georgie in the house.
You got to keep yourself happy with what you're doing. Send to Georgie, dude, brother, man. Good to see you, my friend.
Southeast Stacker in the house.
Hey, Southeast Kraken's here
Georgie,
too.
how you been? Hope you've been doing pretty well, Georgie.
Cheeseburger. Oh. Let's see, if you got 1878S MS62 Morgan in a grab bag, would you value it at? You would just look at the gray sheet.
What year was
base value of it anyway. The 1878S. You got a book handy, or do you want me to find it in mine? Oh, I gotta find it.
I don't recall that one being all that. There were quite a few minted.
You see 1878S and MS62. MS63 proof likes $230, so it's not going to be that high. Here we go. 1885. You're probably going to be in between $150 and $200. See,
That's not too shabby. In a grab bag, really.
That's a great grab for a grab bag. Absolutely.
Yeah.
78S.
As long as you didn't pay $300 for the grab bag, you're
That's the
good.
trade dollar. Morgan's 78S. MS62. The gray sheet has it at $115 actually. But
That's
still,
about
getting
right,
in a
'cause
grab
it was-
bag, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that one was the mintage on that was 9,700,000 something. So it was one of the higher ones. That doesn't mean there's 9 million left of them, of course. So
Yeah,
I've seen
really.
I've seen high mintage Morgans that I thought I was going to be able to get on the cheap, but found out later that they were scarce. So you never know.
Littlefoot, $2 super chat says, thanks for all the advice tonight, guys. Well, thank you for chiming
Shout
in.
out
with questions.
Littlefoot.
Much appreciated. Nash, you don't need a handicap, but I know those two old dudes paid you to hang out with them.
No, of course not. If anything, it should probably be the other way around.
No way. No finances needed, my friend.
And this coming from the guy who looks older than both of us combined. Kraken.
He is older than I am.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know which one's. I think Kraken's the oldest one in our group, isn't he? When we go to the shows,
Might be.
I think Kraken is our official old guy.
Congrats, Kraken.
There you go.
Gonna rename him Get Off My Lawn.
There you go.
We got to get some stickers that say official old guy.
Right?
Kraken, tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, dude.
Happy
I hope it turns
birthday.
out to be a great day for you. Anyone can Venmo me for my friendship. I'm with you. Except I don't have Venmo. I do have Cash App, though.
Look at you Gen Zer. Cash apping it.
Dude, that's how my son pays his phone bill. He sends it to me on Cash App.
There you go.
Nan says it don't feel a day under 103.
Oh no! For me, it's not the years; it's the damn mileage.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
Crazy.
Let's see, a few more minutes, and we're going to start doing some trivia. Anybody else have any questions for Nash? Kraken says he'll be 58 tomorrow.
Well, happy almost birthday, buddy.
Yeah, dude, I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, me too.
Get you some relaxed
So-
time in.
Let me cover one more thing that I actually had here, and then we'll hit the
All right, wait,
trivia.
brother.
So this guy, I was going through the news, Kitco. I do like Kitco. The articles are fairly unbiased. They're not bad. They're not terrible. And I like their charts. So it's good stuff. But this guy's name is Florian Grooms. I can't pronounce it. He's the managing director of Midas Touch Consulting. And he is saying that silver will be $40 to $50 by early summer. And that's not far away if you think about it. So I don't know how that's going to happen. How does he justify that? Well, his exact words, he elaborates by saying silver is extremely undervalued. And we all know that. But it's for a reason that it's undervalued. The GSR of 100 to 1, 100 plus to 1 backs that up. He defends it by saying the ratio of silver in the earth to gold is only 10 to 1. I've heard that number. I've heard 9 to 1, 10 to 1, somewhere in there. And in production, it's only 7 to 1. So the market's trading above 100 to 1 still. So he's saying make it make sense, basically. But we all know that, again, if the price of silver were to skyrocket, it affects a lot of other things. It's going to affect industrial use. Cost goes up. Cost to mine it goes up. It's going to have a domino effect. So, and don't forget, you got your ETFs out there. Paper silver makes it look like the supply is more than what it is. So, something like 400 paper ETFs to 1 ounce of physical silver, somewhere in there. 380 to 400 per 1 ounce. So, he makes a good point. I just don't think we're going to see 40 and 50 that quickly. That's literally only a month away, a month and a half.
I don't think we see it either.
I don't know. I don't see it. Do you guys see it?
Probably
no,
not.
Not by summer, no way. I don't see that happen. It's still moving just way too slow. I mean, I'm sure it's going to still go up some this year, but I don't see it hitting 40, even 40 by the end of the year.
And it begs a question. Do you guys, what do you think? And in the chat, feel free to sound off. Do you guys think silver has officially decoupled from gold? Is that a possibility?
That's a great question. And it's acting like it has. It really is, because if it was still, coupled really strong, then we should be at 40 now, or even a little bit higher. But I mean, gold keeps running and silver staying where it is.
Yeah,
real value. There's. Go ahead, Nash.
Go ahead. I was going to say I agree with that. And I think we all know that silver is also really manipulated too. So gold keeps on going up, and silver just kind of stays stagnant. And is there a reason behind that? You can definitely put your tinfoil hat on and speculate on that all day, but.
Yeah. Do you guys? Does anybody else have silver ETFs? I have quite a few. I just wanted to play around with them.
No.
You don't have any? No. I hold some. I just wanted to have some just to kind of play around with them and make sure I was familiar with them. But they're not doing anything. I mean, they've gone up since I bought them, but slowly.
OC Stacker says, I signed up on your platform and have not seen any emails. Will any emails be sent with the update info?
We've sent a lot of emails out, OC Stackers. So I would go back to puremetals.com and type in your email address again. Make sure you typed it in properly. And then if it is already in our system, it'll tell you that. If it isn't, it'll say that you successfully signed up. So I would just go ahead and try that again. Or maybe check your spam box as well.
If we sign up for the account
Legendary Warrior
during the initial phase, are we still logged in as members when it launches for officially, or do we have to log in and create it again?
No, your account will still exist. There might be a couple things that it prompts you to do, like update your address, identity verification. It'll push you back through that again. If you were already signed up for a seller, it'll push you back through, like, to actually be verified on the platform. But yeah, no, you'll keep your account.
Cool.
That's awesome. Nanook said they got the new Legendary Warrior Leonidas yesterday. Said it's awesome. I know we have them on order. I'm looking forward to them coming in.
Just ordered ours. Yep.
L says, thoughts on the Scottsdale Silver Eagle Stacker round? I have not seen it. You guys seen that one?
The Eagle Stacker round?
It says a Silver Eagle Stacker round from the Scottsdale Mint, 2 ounce.
I haven't seen that.
Let's see if we can find it. Now, if you're just talking about their, because I know they got their 2 ounce stacker that has their logo.
Oh, they do have it. It looks a lot like I just found it on SD Bullion, but it looks a lot like the stacker round that you're talking about, but it just has an eagle on it.
You can present it at the bottom, and we can bring that up, let everybody see it.
Oh,
so it says,
I found it.
Yep.
That's a pretty good looking round. I like that one. I would actually buy a few of those, unless they did what Scottsdale does and overpriced them.
$77.
Could one of y'all present that so we can show it to everybody?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got it.
You got it. You got it. You got it, Nash.
I can do it for you. Yeah, no worries.
All right, go ahead. I'm looking at it now.
There-
$80.
there it is.
Oh,
It's kind of weird. It has this box in it. But
What's up with that little white box?
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, but
I can still see it, and it looks terrific.
it does look pretty
no,
nice.
it's a good looking round.
And you know, at 80, that's not that far over spot considering what you're getting, because that would be considered a premium piece or a semi-premium piece anyway.
Oh, yeah, but
I wouldn't be against getting one. Yeah.
Unless they were limited, I wouldn't call them premium.
Let's see. MSJ, I got some new kook videos coming. More kooks for you to stack. Oh, just what I need, more kooks.
You're going to go cuckoo for the kooks.
I already am, and I'm
Yeah,
happy
that's
with
true.
that. But yeah, that's
3D,
2
have a
ounce.
good
That's a nice
night.
piece.
I don't know about $80.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
if I do that either.
well,
Because
79. So that's
put it this way, if you went to sell that,
34.50.
if you went to sell that right now, if you bought one, said, "Oh, don't want silver anymore," and you go to sell it, what do you think you're going to get on it?
39.50.
Spot.
It's
If you're lucky.
39.50, and you're going to get spot if you sell it. So
Damn right you are, because it's going to be considered
40
generic.
well, yeah, that's what
But they're putting-
$7.58 over generic.
Yeah, yeah, they're calling it a premium. They're pricing it as a premium piece, but I don't see the premium.
I'll see it in one of
That's just
my
me.
local shops sooner or later, and I'll get it then.
That's the best way to buy Scottsdale, in my opinion, is buying it secondhand. You know, someone who already had it needs to get rid of it. You usually get a better deal that way.
For real.
I hate to say
real.
it,
They're
but
getting a little
almost
crazy,
everything I have Scottsdale is milked over.
Yep.
All my Scottsdale stuff is milked over. You know,
Yep.
I hate
Scottsdale's
I'm
pretty bad
sorry
about
to say it,
milking.
but Southeast says he loves the 5 ounce rifleman round. I've got a 1 ounce of the rifleman round that was gifted to me. Yeah, I love it. It's a beautiful piece.
That is a nice round.
All right. Well, we are
As Bobo
at
said,
our
but,
hour mark,
but it's stacked.
but it stacks.
But it's stacked.
2 of those are 1 Bigfoot. That's from Littlefoot.
Oh, I'll take 2 of those. I'll take 2 of those. I'll take 4 ounces over 1.
In that situation, I would agree with Stack Attack. I would take the 4 ounces over 1.
Agreed.
Let's see.
I can't. I would pay that for, and I did pay that. I paid $78 for the new the Tudor Beast Queen's Panther. I paid $78 for that 2 ounce. That I can understand. That to me is a premium piece. It's part of a collection. These stackers are just what they are. They're just stackers.
I really don't buy a whole lot of premium pieces personally when it comes to silver. Probably the most premium thing I have is like Engelhard bars or the Prospector rounds that, you know, you can still find those for a pretty decent price, but sometimes you pay like $37, $38 an ounce. But that's probably my most premium.
Premium.
That's vintage though. You're delving into vintage where I would actually justify that.
Yeah, that's where.
Yeah,
exactly. I think there's more value behind the vintage than just something that is coming off of from Scottsdale, pretty much. You know.
Yeah.
But again, if we took them to sell them, watch what you get for them. Oh,
Still
but they're
spot.
vintage. Oh well, there
Yeah.
you go. Here's what I'll give you.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but that's how it works. If only we had a place where we could trade peer to peer.
Coming April 25th.
Coming this Friday.
I know, and if you think about it, right? Let's say you do have an Engelhard Prospector round that if you were to go into a coin shop, you'd probably get it for $37. And if you were to go to buy it, if you go sell it, you're going to get probably spot, maybe $1 above spot. I have had a coin shop offer me $1 or $2 above spot for Engelhard. But you take it to puremetals.com. Even if you sell it, let's say spot's 33, right, like it is right now, something like that. Let's say you sell it for $35. You're still going to be walking out happy, way happier than going to a coin shop, in my opinion. So I think you'll be able to get a little extra premium on your silver at Pure Metals because you're selling to other people who understand what they're buying, and they're also, you know, coin shops need to make money, so they need to buy it for less. It's just the name of the game. So you kind of get to circumvent that a little bit. You have the option. I think it's always valuable to have a local coin shop relationship, though, because if you need quick cash on your silver, well, that's going to be your guy to go to.
Yeah, no, there's so much value to having a coin shop nearby and a good relationship with one. That I would never take that aspect out of my stacking. That's how I built up relationships and how I built up my stack and it's mostly through Raleigh Gold Coin Dealers at Lou. I mean, he was the first one I ever went to, and I was hooked. I've been going there ever since. I've been to other shops, Lou had the best prices, and he was just the most competitive. So he won me over right in the beginning, and I've been going ever since. So shout out to Lou.
Man.
I mean, great shop if you're in the Raleigh area.
Nash, did Vault Bullion and Coin ever reach out to you, or the other big one I mentioned to you?
No, they didn't in Vegas, but maybe, you know, with us launching and having some more social proof, I think that will honestly turn a lot of more people. Like once they see that other people are on there, someone's going to have to take the first risk of buying and selling something on there, right? The risk as in dealing with us as a platform. That's pretty much your biggest risk. Someone's going to have to be the first person. I mean, as simple as that. So I think once other people and other, especially businesses, see that other businesses and individuals are using pure metals successfully, I think it will be much, much more like, you know, people will like want to adopt it quicker.
Yeah, once you start to build that trust from the community.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Jim Thompson, good night, my friend. Be safe.
Jim, have a great night. It's always good to have you here, my friend. You take care.
Thanks, Becky. I appreciate that.
Can't stress enough how beneficial it is to establish that LCS relationship. Eric, I agree 100%. I say that all the time. Yep, those relationships mean the world in your stacking journey.
In my opinion, you can't really stack successfully if you don't have a good relationship with the coin dealer, because really, ultimately, they're going to probably be your exit plan majority of the time, especially if you needed to sell a lot of silver or gold quickly. Like they're your exit. So having that relationship is key, in my opinion.
Cinta Georgie says he's also got to go.
Yeah, take care, Georgie. Good seeing you.
Good one, buddy. Take care. Thanks for stopping in, brother.
Also, thanks, FG Stacker. Appreciate
I
you.
was gonna say it's a good thing that that coin shop on Capitol, which will go unnamed, is not the only one near me, because I'd be screwed. Because he's
pricey.
He's pricey and he's a jerk. So,
wait, which guy? You're talking about the other guy. Yeah, I won't.
I'm not even going to say his name.
Yep, and the way he did us, man, I have no use for him.
Do you hear him? And you hear him at the shows. When he goes to the shows, he's just talking really snidely to people, like real snot. He's just a snot. The guy he's just a built-in jackass. He can't get away from it.
Why do you guys think? Why do you think some coin dealers are like that? I mean, obviously people are like that in general, but it kind of seems like it's a little bit of a trend in the like coin shop industry for them to kind of be a little
dealers
snarky.
Have that reputation, of being old grumpy people.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I have
Could
no
be one
idea
of a few
why.
things, really. They were antisocial, and now they're antisocial dealers. In this particular case that we're talking about, he's not the sole operator of the shop. He's someone that works there, but he's always there. The owner is actually not bad to deal with. He's a pretty good dude. But if this kid is there, I'll walk out. I will literally walk. And it could just be that he just never developed social skills, or he was beat up as a child. That could be anything. You just never know.
True.
But maybe they just don't want to be in the business. Maybe he doesn't want to be in that business. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or they're just big enough to where they can treat people that way. Maybe they make so much in sales that, he can act like that.
So far, I have not run into that with any of my local dealers that I have met in my area. Everyone is always ready to help you, ready to answer whatever questions. They've always been real friendly. Now, I've met a few at some of the shows that grumpy old farts, but in the end, they're all mine in my local area have all been fantastic.
Same.
All things Silver says he's half owner. He sold a lot of his Bitcoin to buy in as a part owner. Good for him. He's not getting any of my money.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that, but I'm not going back over there. And I hate to say it because I really like the older gentleman that's in there. Really nice guy.
He's a good dude.
But this fella has really grind my gears. But Littlefoot, yes, 365. I sent him a letter. It's been over a year ago, and he had saw my videos outside by the river, and so he wanted to open my letter outside by a river, and the wind caught it and blew it in the river. And so I did send him a replacement poker chip and stuff like that. But yes, I am aware, and there was a good month or so that was going all around the community about my stuff ended up on a river in England.
That's crazy.
Oh, let's see. We are caught up on everything, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go.
You know, we are very fortunate here in this area, and your way too, because I've seen a lot of the shops up there. We're very fortunate that these guys are a class act. I mean, this guy on Capitol Boulevard, he is in the minority. So let me stress that he is in the minority, because most of the folks that we deal with, whether it's Kringle, he's a coot, but he's a friendly guy. You know,
he's eccentric, but he's a really nice guy.
But he's a great guy. And then you got, what's his name, up the street from Lou, not with the nice shop. Which one's that?
Capital Coin.
Capital Coin. He's a good dude, very knowledgeable.
Capital Coin and Jewelry, yeah.
Very outgoing.
His prices are a little high, but
he is
really
high.
nice. And he's usually got a good selection.
Yep. And then there's the one downtown Raleigh, Golden Isles.
Golden Isle. Yep.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. He's up and down with his pricing, but he's a nice dude.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He's a really nervous guy, but nice.
Puts his hand on his hip whenever you walk in. He's assessing the threat.
Well, if you actually sit down and talk to him, he'll go through the story and show you the bullet hole in his shop. So he has a reason to be nervous.
That makes
That's
sense.
his name. All Things Silver, isn't it? Said his name is Andy. Great dude. Great guy. Great guy. And then there's Tim from Elle was talking about Tim from Yankee. Tim is a genuine. Now he's all about the conspiracy, but he's a good dude, very knowledgeable, very friendly guy. I mean, I love listening to the guy. I don't watch too many Yankee videos, but I'll check in on Tim every now and then. But knowledgeable dude, friendly. I like him. He's helped Yankees channel grow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge part of Yankees channel. But Kraken Mr. Warren is doing great. He was in my last video. So yeah, he's doing really well, and he's back to work full time. So things are good.
Yep. Nan says Tim is a powerhouse for his age. He sure is.
Yeah.
That guy's unstoppable.
He'll be doing that to the day he dies, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
That's what my coin dealer tells me. He said, I'll probably die right on the floor right over there.
Have a good night, Snake. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Snake, we will see you next week, brother. It's great to see you.
Bye,
Have
Snake.
yourself a great one.
Yeah, I got to head up your way.
There's a
MSJ.
nice
I got to get up
coin
to.
shop. If we get
I
you
gotta
up
make a
this
trip
way,
up that way.
it's like from your house to like Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles is like a 4.5 hour drive.
Ooh. That's about what it is for me to you guys, to Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Says there's a coin shop owner named Guy, or nice coin shop. Yeah, down in Florida. He's on Spectacular channel a lot. He's really, really, really nice guy as well.
100%.
Chris of Virginia says there's a show in Richmond this weekend. Have you guys ever been that far north? I mean, I'm from Rhode Island, so I've been farther than that, but not for a coin show.
I have not been to any of the Richmond shows. I'd like to go, but right now my finances just aren't going to let me go. So I hope to actually hit some more that are a little further out next year. But this year I'm keeping everything close to home.
That's where you just go. You got a hotel. You spend the weekend.
Yeah, when you're driving that far,
It's
I mean,
too far to.
Richmond for me is not that bad. It's about 2 hours. But like for Stack Attack, it's like 5.5 hours or something. I mean, I don't know. It's a long,
Easily.
long ride.
Easy.
It's something where you
Easy.
definitely want it to be minimum overnight. It's not something you want to drive there and come back. And I know Nash, when he comes down to the Raleigh show, he drives 4.5 hours, and he's done it twice so far. The first time he turned around and went back home.
So
like,
what I
"Ooh."
do is like Friday evening, I'll work and then I'll hop in the car and drive 4 hours, spend the night, and then Saturday do the coin show. Once we're done, I hop back in the car and drive home. So it's definitely a long.
Good night,
haul,
Humble.
but I enjoy
Thanks
it.
for being here. And I have to address this from Eric S. He said Rhode Island. He's from Woonsocket. I am actually from Chepachet, which isn't far from there. My sister lives in Woonsocket. They were in our league when they used to play our high school. We used to go against Woonsocket. They were pretty much one of our rivals. I went to Pontigansett, if you've ever heard of them. I was a Pontigansett chieftain.
Becky says, I'll be heading north to New York this summer. Maybe I'll check out your LCS on the way. So you're driving? If you are driving and whatnot, I'd be happy to meet up with you and show you around the area.
Becky, your home up in New York is in the Adirondacks, right? If I remember correct.
Getting on a plane with coins is really stressful. Yeah, I guess security doesn't like that. Chuck Stacks was talking about the other, I think it was Chuck. Somebody had mentioned it's funny to swallow coins and go through the airport security.
Yeah. Hey, Becky, it's funny you say that. We have to go probably summer or fall. We're gonna be in the Adirondacks as well. Up, we've got to take care of some family business. Yeah, we're gonna be up. We'll be up there too.
Do you guys know I'm from the Adirondacks originally? Grew up
You
there.
are?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Holy crap.
That's why I was asking Becky, because I remember seeing that months ago. So.
Well, do you remember where Nash? Do you remember where Old Forge was?
Old Forge?
Mhm.
Do you know the town?
Oh God, yeah, I can't remember it. Old Forge. There's one town just before it. I can't remember the name of it, but that's where we're gonna be. We have to go up that way.
Oh, Old Forge
It's
is
beautiful,
actually a town.
It
See,
is a
yeah,
town,
I
but
actually
there's one before it.
I grew up like more closer to Plattsburgh, Lake Placid area on that side, like right on Lake Champlain. So I'm actually not super familiar with that.
Did they ever find that big alligator that was eating everybody at Lake Placid?
No, but I'm sure people they pretend to spot Champy all the time. If you know Champy, the lake monster.
I remember that
Kraken,
movie. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
you were supposed to be in Florida, so I have already got too many folks in the car. So yeah, I won't be able to pick y'all up. We were on the understanding that y'all were going to Florida for the show. You weren't going to be there, so. Let's see. Yeah, we bought some biscuit mix from a restaurant, and they opened up the bag and swabbed the plastic bag inside.
I don't really know what that means. But...
I'm a little lost on that one.
Big Test had me cracking up. Betty White kept feeding that thing up at Lake Placid.
Yeah, Becky,
Oh,
Plattsburgh
wow.
is way up there. It's pretty much Canada at that point.
Kraken, I'm sorry
Mhm.
to hear that, man. I hope she's okay.
That damn Betty White. Yeah, condolences,
Yeah,
Kraken.
sorry to hear that,
Please
Kraken.
pass those on.
Dude, are we gonna have time for trivia tonight?
Better get rolling.
Oh shoot,
We're at an hour
Yeah,
20
we better
so
get
far.
rolling quick. Let's go ahead and do it. Wanna
All
start off
right.
with yours?
Let's see. Are we gonna? Let's see. Yeah. All right. Grab a notepad. Nash, you can't see our questions and answers, so you're more than welcome to participate.
Oh, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. Unless I really know, maybe I'll tag in.
I've got one here. I think that has already been asked. So,
well, I tried to bring the level down just a little bit. Mine are fairly straightforward this time.
well, my first one's going to be really, really easy. All right.
Go ahead.
What kind of animal is known as a silverback?
If you ask my wife, she'll say Neil.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It is Baluk. I always pronounce your name wrong, but yep, he got it right. Let me write you down. Put you a point.
Bulacana.
Lacano. And we got the first one for you. All right.
I'm also realizing that there's a delay, so
There
it probably
is.
wouldn't be fair for me to hear it before everyone else and then type in the chat. So I'll definitely sit this out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. You're absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
And it's,
But yes,
I
it
could
is,
win this.
he's
and
absolutely correct.
it's really bad
It's
tonight. It's really bad
the older
tonight.
mountain gorillas. Yeah, there's a significant delay tonight.
Yeah, it hasn't been this bad in a long time.
Hmm.
All right. So we got one. You got one on that? All right. Let's see. This is so easy. Somebody's got to jump
one. Of course, we do a first, second, third, and once anybody can participate, we're perfectly fine with that. So he's asking capped at one. You can't win more than once because we're going to do first, second, and third, and then that's it.
Yep. So answer away. All right. Here's mine. Here's my first one. This is easy. Easy stuff, guys. What's the official name of the British gold coin that's been in circulation every year since 1489?
1489. I know that one.
I
I
know
know
you
that
do.
one.
Let's see who gets it first. Nope.
Ah, I see it.
FG.
FD.
Yep.
Yep, it
It is
is
the sovereign.
the British gold sovereign, and the current design you see with George and the Dragon, that was first introduced in 1817, and it's been going since then. That's insane.
Wow.
They just keep coming out with it every year. They just keep coming out with the same design, and it is
Philip
one of
B,
my.
I didn't see you come in earlier.
Yeah, Philip B. We said hello to Philip, I think.
And Minutemen Precious Metals. I didn't see him in earlier. How y'all doing?
Kansas
being here.
Kansas Kid snuck in on us as well.
Oh, there he is. What is going on? JP
All right, so
Schultz.
who-
I didn't see him earlier. So sorry if we missed
So,
y'all a little bit earlier. Really, really
FG
apologize.
FG got that one. So FG's got
All right,
that
here's
point.
one. All right. In the book The Wizard of Oz, what shoes did Dorothy wear?
Seriously?
You're going to be surprised at this. I bet you everybody gets it wrong. And so far, nobody's gotten it right. Now remember what I said. I said in the book,
Oh.
The Wizard of Oz, the original book.
Oh, I don't.
Stuart, Eli got it first. They were originally silver. They changed them to ruby because they wanted it to stand out against the yellow brick road in the movie.
Well, the irony of that, it was a freaking black and white film in the beginning. So what was the difference?
They knew. I read the whole thing about it. They knew the color was coming, and they wanted it to be able to stand out against the yellow brick road. But the original book, they were actually silver slippers. So
I never read the
let me
book,
double check.
and from what I understand, the book was really dark.
Yeah.
I mean, dark.
There was a lot of evil stuff in the book. All right, that's one for Eli. I didn't think many folks
them out
had
today,
read the
huh?
book. But when I saw that, I was like, I've
I
got
never
to
read
ask that. 'Cause I was wondering if anybody would know.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I didn't read the book, so I wouldn't have known.
Me neither.
I've seen,
I didn't read
excerpts
the
from
book.
it.
I just found out yesterday.
All right, I've got an easy one. This is my second one. From what year to what year did the Morgan silver dollar run, and what year did it return for 1 year? You got to get all three. So what year did it start? What year did it stop? What year did it come back? You got to get all three to be right.
I know what year it came back, and I know what year it started. I don't remember the stop date.
I know I got some Morgan folks out there.
Yeah, that would be a snake bite question.
You can almost hear the tapping on Google search.
Chris says crickets. That's right.
Bulicano, if you know it, shout it out.
Bulicano,
man.
if you know it, dude, fire away.
Don't be shy. Fire it out there.
Eli.
No, Eli. Nope. You got one right. Eric, you got Eric. You have the year it came back right. You just need to get the start and end year before 1921.
Yeah,
Bulicano got it.
The comeback.
First year was 1878. They went all the way to 1904. Yep, they went all the way to 1904. They took a long 17-year break, came back for 1 year in 1921, and that was the biggest run on Morgan's ever. They minted more than 86 million between Philly, Denver, and San Francisco mints. 86 million. So
do we know why they came back in 21?
They brought it back for 21.
Yeah,
I guess it was like a celebration of the peace dollar. Didn't it have something to do with the peace dollar? The same. They did them both of them the same year.
I thought it had something to do with the passing of some act. They had to mint a ton of silver or something. I'd have to. FG said he got it right away. Did we not get it?
Who?
I'm glad I saw that. FG says he got it before. Yeah, I think I missed it too. I'm going back.
Crickets.
FG, I'm not seeing it, buddy. I see your message where you said you answered it way above, but I don't see anything before that.
Yeah, I don't see any comment from you before that.
I don't see it either. I also have the answer to why they brought it back in 21. It was because of the Pittman Act of 1918, a law passed during World War I to help support the British war effort to stabilize silver markets.
Yeah, I knew it was an act. I couldn't remember which one it was.
FG, I really do apologize. I didn't see your comment in there at all.
Yeah, I'm scrolling back and forth here. I don't see it. I'm really sorry about that. And you guys can affirm. You guys affirm that?
He says, look way up. Was it way up like before he asked the question? Let's see. Yeah, because right now I'm looking from the silver slippers all the way up until Bulicano's, and I don't see anything from you.
I don't see it either.
I see. The last one I saw from FG was at 954 Ruby Slippers. I'm looking for everything after that.
Yep. That's the last thing I saw from him.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude. I honestly, I'm not seeing it. Huh.
Wow, I'm sorry. Damn. Oh, where's my list? Okay. This one, I'm going to move to the bottom because I don't think anybody's going to know that one. Let's see. Okay, this one should be fairly easy. So FG says, odd, I'll take a screenshot of it, but oh well. Let's see. What supernatural creature is believed to be vulnerable to silver?
Oh, that's a good one.
Kamala Harris.
That's a good one.
We got a winner here. Let's see who the fastest one was.
I'm seeing Werewolf from FG first. But technically,
Oh, no, I see.
Bulicano is also
Bulicano.
right. Because the silver stake, and with
I
with
think
the
Bullet
werewolf,
though is vampire, isn't it?
No,
Bullet. Bullet
stake
is always said for the werewolf and for
Werewolf.
Oh,
no, it
I
wasn't a
have that
silver stake for a vampire. It's a wooden stake to the heart.
It's a wooden stake. You could kill a vampire with a wooden stake.
Yeah. Now, when I was going through all my stuff, I even went up and looked, and everything was werewolf, and that's the answer I was looking for. But I don't remember silver with vampires. Am I incorrect?
I might have that wrong.
I'll tell you what. I'll go back and double check on all that, and if it is, then I will send you a little something extra. But we're gonna have to give this one to FG.
Yep.
But I will
FG
double
gets
check on that.
Cool.
All right, your turn, brother.
All right. What year was the silver, not gold, silver Krugerrand introduced?
That's another good one.
And what event? It was issued for an event, a celebration, an anniversary. What was the anniversary? So what year and what did it celebrate? What anniversary did it celebrate? You got to get both.
I was just talking about some part of that the other day. I was in chat with somebody else, and they were talking about the same thing. Yeah, they were talking about the silver.
We're talking about the silver Krugerrand now, not gold.
Oh.
Again, everybody, remember, it's silver, not the gold.
Silver Krugerrand, first year of issue, and it had a little 50 privy on the top left. What was it in celebration?
All things silver. All things silver, got it.
That's it. Yep. Absolutely.
Nice. I also confirmed that it was werewolf, by the way.
Yeah. So if you look at the first run of 2017 Krugs, you're going to see a little 50 in the top left, and that was for the anniversary. It was celebrating the release of the first gold Krugerrand 50 years before. So there you go.
All righty. Let's see. Next, which state is known as the Silver State?
I was deployed. There.
It's two parts. What state is the Silver State, and why is it known as the Silver State?
I actually went through some mines there.
I've never been. My brother's been out there before.
Yeah, you'll find a bunch of abandoned mines.
There it is, Bulicano. It was Nevada and the Comstock lode. Killing it tonight, brother. Killing it.
Everybody had errors that they got in Nevada.
Yep. And that's why I wanted to do the two parts, because I figured a lot of folks would know the state. So make it a little bit harder. All right. Fire away, brother.
All right. This has been so hotly debated. People look at it and they just assume they know what it is and they miss it. Some people know it, some don't. What image is on the obverse of the Australian Philharmonic? What image is on the obverse of the Australian Philharmonic?
I know a professional that gets this wrong all the time.
What image is on the obverse of the Austrian Philharmonic?
Bulicano, it's the sovereign coin from Austria. It's got one side of its. Well, I'm not going to say what's on it. I see the answer.
I'm seeing the name of the building, but what's actually? That's not it.
The correct answer is in the chat.
Is it? Pipe organ.
Chris got it.
Who got it?
You got Chris said organ, and AG is pipe organ, and technically it is a pipe organ.
Yep.
But everybody thinks it's the Opera House,
The building.
or not the Opera, but the building. Even Tim on Yankee Stacking, he says it all the time that it's the building, but it's not. It is a pipe organ.
So it's actually called the Great Organ. That's the official name of it, the Great Organ, and it's located in the, if I can pronounce, the Musikverein, which is the concert
Good
hall in
job.
Vienna.
So
I don't know
who's
if
that
I pronounced
point
that correct.
Sounds right.
Musikverein, and
who's the point go
What?
to, Stack Tack?
I'll take organ. I'll take organ.
Yes.
But AG had it. He had the right organ, but Chris had the right idea.
Yeah, I see some folks with violin, but yeah, that's the reverse.
Well, that's the other side, yeah. Good job on that.
All right. That's a great question. I don't know why I didn't think of that one.
So, look, when I first saw that damn thing, I thought it was a building. All right, I didn't even look at it. I thought it was a building.
So did
The
I the
instruments
first
were
time I
on
saw
one
it.
side, and some building is on the other side. I don't know. I didn't know what it was. And for years, I thought it was a building.
Yeah, I thought it was a building until right now, so I got educated as well.
All right. Chris in Virginia
Is
says
Chris
pipe
conceding
organ was the better
before you go?
answer.
Yeah,
So we will give it to AG.
I think Chris is conceding the point there.
Yep. That is
That was
awfully
a good,
good
that
of
was
you,
a
man.
good call.
Very, very kind of you.
Yeah, that was a good call on AG's part. He got it. He nailed it exactly. Europe.
All right. This one is kind of links back to my last question. What year was the discovery of the Comstock lode in Nevada? Comstock silver lode in Nevada.
Ooh.
There it is. OC Stacker, 1859.
Nice.
All right. OC Stacker.
ATS came in right after him, and so did FG.
Let's see how many
He
questions
guessed.
are we now?
Well, I'm on number 5, so that was probably your. Was that your fifth?
I just asked number 5 as well. Yeah. So this will be the last one, except for a third place tiebreaker, most likely.
Yeah. All right, this one's easy for you guys that know the coin. How many security features, starting in 2021, how many security features were implemented on the Britannia, the silver and gold Britannia? How many total security features were implemented on the coin? There's a number. How many were there? How many security features does the Britannia have, gold or silver? It's not 23, Stuart.
Off the top of my head, I know of what I think is correct, but I doubt it is.
I believe Nan got it right first. I'm just verifying. It is 4. Looks like she was the first.
I was thinking 3.
Nope, it's 4. So wait a minute. Hold up. 4. Was she the first? I think so. Is anybody before 1009 was number 4?
Yep, on my screen, she is the first.
Yep, Nan, you got it. 4. There's a total of 4, and they are. You got the micro text on the inside of the rim. It says, I'm trying to think of what the hell it said. Deku tenemon, which means an ornament and a safeguard. It's really tiny text, micro text. The other feature number 2 is the privy, that the latent image that changes from a padlock to a trident.
Yep.
The third image is the background itself.
Yep.
Which, if you turn the coin in the light, it's the waves actually are like animated. And the fourth feature is not quite as known, but in the shield, in Britannia's shield, it's got little bitty tincture lines in the shield. So good luck counterfeiting that one. I've seen counterfeit Britannias. They're not even. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. You're not counterfeiting that coin. They did, by far, that is my favorite design on any government-backed coin. It's the Britannia. I just wish it wasn't a milkmaid. So that's right. Nan, good job.
Yep. So our tie is for third place. FG Stacker, I did get your email, and you are. He sent me a screenshot of his thing, and on his screen, he did get a comment in there. But for some reason, it didn't show up on our side.
Like, I believe him. I just couldn't see it.
You've got you're definitely getting a prize tonight, and I'll throw a little something extra in there for you. We do apologize for that. It's something going on with the chat, but we will throw something. I will throw something extra in your package.
So what's the final tally?
Bulicano with 3, FG with 2, plus a little bonus for him, and then we have a 5-way split for third. So this last question,
5-way split.
we're only gonna accept answers from Eli, All Things Silver, AG Stacker, OC Stacker, and Nan X.
Good luck, guys.
So
good luck.
They're the only ones that we're going to accept an answer from. So should this be relatively easy question or a little bit harder one?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Littlefoot says his was above Nan now.
Littlefoot said what?
Littlefoot said 4. Wait a minute. 4. I see Nan with the first 4. I don't see.
I don't see Littlefoot with a foot at all. With a 4 at all. But it could be doing the same thing that it did with FG.
I just happened to glance over and I saw that.
Well, let me check our other chat.
I think some evil is afoot. I think I made that Kamala Harris joke, and I'm paying for it now or something.
Yeah, even on our other chat, down on you. And Nan first and Philip was second.
Sorry, Littlefoot. I don't know what's going on, man. Can anybody else in the chat see Littlefoot before Nan? Can you guys scroll back and just double check for me? I don't know what the hell's going on with this chat.
Guess of 4 in between. I also see Nan. Yep. I see Nan first, Littlefoot third.
What was the? It was the last question, right, for the Britannia?
Yeah, the Britannia. So the number 4.
He was going back in the chat where all the numbers are right there. And L answered first with 2, and then it's all the numbers after that. And I see Nan first. Littlefoot came through third on my screen. And this is one thing that I do see. Yeah, this is one thing I do see in chat competitions like this sometimes. It's not what comes through on your own screen, because there's a delay from the time you hit enter till the time it gets to YouTube. So it's got to be when it gets to our feed. And it's got you come in the third person to get the answer correct. It was you, then Nan, Philip B, then Littlefoot. And then right after Littlefoot was All Things Silver had number 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
He says, no worries. I love y'all still. Well, we appreciate it. And this is just one of the little things with doing the chat competitions like this. But we do appreciate the leeway there. Let's see. All right. So Eli, All Things Silver, AG Stacker, OC Stacker, and Nan. Y'all listen up. This one is for y'all.
OC.
What does he say?
He says in that case, I was first on all the answers. We love you, OC. We love you.
Some folks might consider this really easy. Some folks are gonna be like, I have no idea. What is the traditional year for a wedding anniversary that's represented by silver? So what wedding anniversary is the silver anniversary? Holy crap, he got that fast. OC Stacker. All right.
Yeah.
25. Everybody got it, but OC popped it out first.
What's gold? Is it gold for 50 or platinum or something? Which
I have no idea. I didn't keep up with any of those. It's just when I was doing my looking around, that's one of the things that popped up for me.
So I'm basically
Gold
screwed
is
in my
50
marriage.
is what Bulicano says. Okay.
Gold is 50. That's what I thought.
All right,
That's
guys.
what I thought.
So, yeah, y'all make sure you send an email to me at mysilverjourney23@gmail.com. Bulicano, FG Stacker, and OC Stacker. And as always, we'll get you verified and get your prizes sent out.
Congrats,
that is
guys.
always so much fun. All right.
Oh, wow. We've hour 46.
Yeah, this is one of our longest ones.
Mm-hmm.
But,
That's what happens when Nash
right,
comes
so-
around.
So here's what we're going to
Nash,
do. We're going to turn it over to you. We're going to turn over to you guys. If you have any last minute questions, any last minute observations, anything you'd like to ask Nash, we'll let it ride for another few minutes. See what we got. If not, we'll bid you all adieu.
Absolutely.
Good night, JP. Thanks for being here.
Bye, JP.
Have yourself a great one, JP. OC Stacker says
Joseph.
his wife got a monster box for her 25th.
That's sweet.
That's serious, dude.
Joseph, go eat you something, Joseph, and stop stressing over what people are trying to tell you to do. Remember what we talked about, buddy.
Yeah,
Do
don't let
not
them
let
talk
anybody
for you
influence
that
you.
much.
Don't let anybody influence you. Set your plan, stick to it, and go eat a damn sandwich, please. You got me worried about you, buddy.
Yeah, Joseph. Honestly, go take a break from YouTube, man. If you're not eating because of buying gold, that's not good.
Nah, we care about you, buddy. We want you to be all right.
Health first. Yeah, don't let that stuff stress you, man. Go on and order you a big pizza or something. I mean, get you something in you. Never let anyone pressure you into doing anything you don't want to. Absolutely right. All things silver. Absolutely right.
100%. Thank you also, Becky.
Good stuff. Well, what do you say,
Looks
guys?
like no one else. We're all good.
I think we're good. That was a good show. It was a good show.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again for
always
having me
fun.
on. I appreciate you both, and we'll probably do it again soon. And I think we're going to be starting. I would like to start a podcast too, once a week. I don't know how that's going to look or when that's going to happen, but you guys are definitely invited when that does happen. So,
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
Love to be there.
Well, do you got anything else that's any other little tidbits or any announcements or anything for before we go?
We're ready to rock, guys. I'm looking forward to having everyone on April 25th, about 9 a.m. is when we'll be. You can go to puremetals.com and you'll be able to access the site live. You'll be able to sign up as a buyer, get registered as a seller, and start trading some metals. So I appreciate the whole community. Appreciate you guys hanging out here and listening to my nonsense. And yeah.
It was good having you, man. It's always good to chat with you. It's good to see you when you come down to the shows as well. But yeah, we wish you the best in this adventure, and we're looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Thanks, guys.
We're behind you, Nash. Whatever we can do to help, you know how to get a hold of us.
I appreciate you guys a lot. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
All right. Well, you got any closing statements, Captain over there?
Nah.
No. Well, y'all remember next week we are going to be on Stack Attack's channel, so y'all make sure you head over there, hang out with us for the next show. We will again be doing some trivia as well at the end of the shows, but we've been having such a great time doing it. I think we're going to keep rolling with it. But if y'all have anything for us in the meantime, you can always hit us up by email. And all of you winners, remember, make sure you send me an email, mysilverjourney23@gmail.com. We'll get you verified and your prizes sent out. But if that's it for the night, fire away, brother.
On behalf of all three of us, thank you to all you guys in the chat, you guys and girls. We thank you for the website support, not website, but in Nash's case, the website, but our channel support. You guys have been fantastic. You've really helped us grow these channels, and that doesn't happen without you guys. And we love doing this show. We're having the best time with you guys doing this show. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure the I'm sure Nash and MSJ are in agreement.
Absolutely.
We love
Oh
it. We
yeah,
appreciate
one of the
it.
highlights of my week.
Yep. And I'll see you guys on Sunday with a new video. MSJ, you got one dropping?
Well, looking at my analytics, I need to move mine to Sunday, so mine will come out on Sunday as well, probably somewhere around 6 p.m.
All right. So we'll
Awesome.
we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Take care, chat.
You all
Good
have
night,
a great one.
everybody.
Thanks for hanging out with you. God bless.
Get stacked.